There we are. Let me make sure to mute everyone. Uh, real quick. Okay, amazing. Welcome everyone to day 7 of 21 Days to Viral. This is our first official group coaching call. Last week it was just an introductory call to get to know what is going to be going on in the program and a brief Q&A, but this is like the first real group coaching call, so it's going to be exciting. As everyone rolls in, I'm just gonna remind everyone how the program goes and how this works. Basically, it's 21 days of daily video lessons along with checkpoints, so homework assignments that you need to complete. And there's also a Discord server. So also, real quick, I just want to say apologies in advance if my voice is like weird. I'm currently sick. So yeah. But anyway, um I think that basically sums up the program. And for those who cannot be here for this full Q&A call, it will be recorded and it will be uploaded onto the Nos.io platform, which I will show right now. I'm going to share my screen. I'm going to show how you can access that, as there were a few uh, people asking about that. So let me share my screen real quick. Okay, here we are. So this is what it should look like on your screen. Basically, every day you should be filling out checkpoints. You click start checkpoint. This is where you'll see the calls. You'll watch the videos. Um, Make sure to make a submission. I'll explain a little bit more about that um, in a bit, but I was just gonna say that this is where the recording will be. Right now, it is there's no recording of this call, but let me pull up. For example, with day 1. The recording is right here. So if you want to access the recording for this call, you're going to come on to day 7, and the recording will be right here when this is done. Another thing I wanted to remind you guys is there is a leaderboard in this program. Remember, we're doing a bunch of rewards to have private coaching, a private one-on-one session with me to the person who gets first place on this leaderboard, basically completing every checkpoint the fastest. Right now, it is Nicholas. So just wanted to bring that to everyone's attention because that is a thing. Another thing we are also doing is whoever is most active in the Discord community is also going to win a free one-on-one session with me. Let's see who is currently first place. That is also Nicholas. And then we're also doing best video at the end of the challenge. But I do want to highly encourage you guys to be active in the Discord because I will say that's where the most value is. I have responded to every single question that I have been tagged on. Tagged as in if you type in Jenny Hoyos like that, uh, ask me a question like this. I respond to every single question that I've been tagged. I have so far, I believe so. Um, so if I don't get to your question today, make sure to do that and be because I'm active on the Discord. Except on the video roast, it's hard to keep up with everyone's video feedback, which is why I added the ability to purchase a video roast in the program. Okay, I think that basically touches on everything. Oh, one more thing before we get started with the Q&A. On Discord, in your profile, if you can add a link, right now my dad doesn't have a channel, but if you could add a link to your channel, that'd be so much easier for answering any questions. Um, but yeah, I think that sums everything up. I guess we'll get started with the Q&A. Something I do want to mention is I was getting a lot of feedback on the last Q&A and how we didn't get to get through as many questions as I would have hoped or as others had hoped. So we're going to be doing a oh, there's different layouts on Zoom to do this. Oh, okay, so we're gonna be doing a timer. Everyone's gonna have 60 seconds for their question and answer. So I highly suggest in advance preparing like writing down your question the most concise way and try to ask it in a way that's applicable for everyone. Um So yeah, just this is just so to ensure fairness, so everyone gets the same amount of time on both the question being asked and the answer that I give. So yeah, let's try and get through as many questions as possible. I hope this is enough time. Okay, everyone, feel free to start raising your hands and have your questions ready. Um, okay, we will start with Noah. Oh, Nolan. Sorry, I don't know why I said Noah. Nolan, my bad.
Hey, can you hear me?
Yep.
It says Nolan. My name's Ryan. I don't know if you remember me. We were in the first group together on Creator Now.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah,
Yeah, I remember you.
yes. So my question was, so I currently work at Target, and my our idea was that we would do like a daily post where I'm like, hey, it would be like more interactive, but for the short sense, it's like I'm promoting Joyride and trying to like sell the most at this store because I only work here until the first, so I don't have to worry about like losing the job. But for Ryan Trahan, do you think it's a bad idea to try to utilize Ryan Trahan to kind of like get out there?
No, I think that's a great idea, especially when you're just starting out. Social hacking or trend hacking is the best way uh to get started. But then you want to slowly expand from there for sure. One of my most popular videos was because of Ryan Trahan, actually.
Oh, wow. Okay, bet.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. Yeah,
All right.
great.
That's all.
Awesome. Thank you. Okay, amazing. Next, we will go with Samantha. Oh, wait, you have to unmute.
Okay. Hi,
Bet.
Amazing.
Jenny.
Hello.
So, my question for you is, what is your most valuable and important element to a successful YouTube short, and how would you execute it?
Wow. Okay, so the most valuable thing to going viral on YouTube Shorts?
I guess so, yeah.
I
I
mean,
guess
there's so
the
many
thing
things.
that you
The
find the most
hooks.
valuable.
I would say definitely the hooks. Um, I would say the most important thing is the visual element of the hook because people see or interpret through visuals quicker than they do with what they're hearing. So I
Hmm.
would, um, when crafting your hooks, I wouldn't just think about what you're saying, but also what you're the viewer seeing and what you're saying and what they're seeing, how that complements each other and how you can like I guess yeah, complement each other so you're not saying the same thing.
Hmm.
So I hope that helps.
Thank you so much,
Yeah,
Jenny.
that was a great question.
Yay.
All right, Noah,
Hi Jenny, how's it going?
what's up?
So my question is going off the iPhone lesson. Is there anything else that you use either when taking the footage or when editing it to kind of further enhance that iPhone footage? And how do you deal with what Premiere does to iPhone footage where it can wash it out? Do you enhance the footage in your like iPhone album before, or do you just color it in Premiere?
Yeah, I believe Premiere doesn't ruin it if you have HDR turned off, which is why I mentioned to turn off HDR. Um, and I think it should be pretty like match what it actually looks like on the iPhone. But beyond that, I just color grade it. I like to decrease the highlights and increase the shadows and bump up saturation a bit. But yeah, basically bumping up the shadows can add a little more detail where detail is lost because that happens in the shadows.
Great, thank you.
Yes, of course. All right. Olivia.
All right. Hello. So my question was still on the finding the niche because to give a little backstory, I'm an agency owner, so I do have successes helping other clients, but I'm new to starting my own personal brand. And I was trying to find that unique twist of, okay, I'm an introvert, I'm someone with ADHD, so could that be a niche mixed with entrepreneur, like online business, or like I'm still like lost in trying to find that unserved audience, but also finding that unique twist that could go viral in the business space and still make it like entertaining and fun.
Yeah, definitely. I think a big part to the Blue Ocean strategy is also personality and the character. I think being an introvert is a really interesting angle of entrepreneurship. So I think that is an amazing thing to tap into, like probably how it's different, like closing clients or how it's changed throughout time.
Right. And I guess part of that, if I'm trying to make
Oh,
like,
I feel so bad, but to make it fair for everyone, I have
oh yeah,
to,
yeah,
yeah,
yeah, of
I'm
course.
so
Thank you so
sorry.
much.
Okay. Oh, I forgot how to pronounce your name.
Keith,
Geet. Okay. I won't forget
hi,
it this
how are
time.
you?
I
No worries,
am
no worries.
good. Okay.
Yeah, so I basically have a brand deal with JBL where I have to promote their product, the big speaker party house. So what they're doing is putting a house party in my house. So lower house is like a Christmas party, and upstairs is a DJ set in my
Oh, that's
studio.
cool.
So real quick, I'm trying to think about a content idea that'll go viral so that I get more gigs with them. What can you think about right off the bat?
Wow. Off the bat,
Sorry
that's
for putting it.
executive.
Sorry putting it. I'm putting it in this position, but yeah,
Yeah,
like
I guess it depends on what your content is, but I guess it's good to think about juxtaposition when it's thinking about virality.
mhm,
So if you're doing of a house party, what do people usually not do with a house party? Maybe is it with what you're doing with the speaker? Maybe like
not do. Hmm.
yeah, like think about things that people don't do with a party. Like for example, I threw a party with $10, which was like an
Mm-hmm.
interesting video. So maybe you do a party with strangers. Like
That's
thinking about
exactly what I'm doing. I'm
juxtaposition could
calling
be
like
interesting.
20 strangers in my house, which is gonna be crazy.
That's
Oh,
cool. All
that's the
right.
hook. I see.
Okay.
Okay. Okay, got
That
it.
was a good question. I hope
Thanks.
that helps. All right.
Yep.
Benjamin.
Hi, Jenny. So my question is, I'm trying to create a blue ocean for myself within the content creation side that does content like you, Mr. Beast, Ryan Trahan, Eric, things like that. If you were to go back to day one of your channel, how would you start by creating a blue ocean again if you were to do it differently?
Interesting. Um, I think I would say like when you want to create general entertainment content like that, there's different angles to take. One, you could start by niching down with something more specific, because that's kind of what I did when I started. I started around like finance. You could do that approach, or you could do an approach of like what your overall mission or what your brand stands for. So, for example, like Ryan Trans, like redemption, and Arax is like the magician of YouTube. It's like trying to figure out what your long-term mission could be, and your viewers follow along to help you with that. Could be interesting.
Thank you.
There we go. Jacarius, is that how you pronounce it?
It's Jacarias, but yeah,
Jacarias. Okay, I was
yeah.
kind of close. My bad.
My question would be, my like mom's in quite a lot of my videos, and your family's quite in a lot of yours. Do you like script them in a way, like tell them in a kind of way to act? Because it seems like for example, the watermelon videos you've been doing, it seems like your mom's been like kind of told how to act. Do you like tell them how to act in
That's
a
a good
way?
question. We don't have scripts, like word for word scripts, but I do give them um like an idea of the vibe. And I like to call it is prompting people. So you don't necessarily want to tell them what to say because it could sound fake, but prompting them by like even if it gets cut out afterwards, maybe saying stuff that encourages them to say something mean or to say something that you want them to say, or maybe tell them like, "Oh, can you say something that expresses that you're mad?" I mean, at least that's what I always tell my mom.
All right, thank you.
Yeah, of course. Okay, Jacqueline.
Hello.
Hello.
Okay, hi, I'm Zeke.
Oh,
And
okay. Zeke, yes, of course I know you.
so my question is which one of these consoles has better advertisement, PlayStation or Xbox, and why?
Wow, that's a good question. I don't know if I'm up to date with their advertising, but just based off of what I see, I think PlayStation might be doing better. Just because they are good at social hacking, especially with Spider-Man, as far as I'm aware of. Um, yeah, that's what I would say.
Okay. So I also have another question with my shorts. I noticed I have a little bit of a split audience, which is bad. So how can
Hmm.
I combine my 8 rim hoops and my money ball challenges?
Oh, okay. I haven't seen the the other one, the other challenge, so I'm not sure. Um, but I wouldn't imagine that it would be a split audience. Let's can you send me more information on Discord and then I'll get back to you on that?
Okay,
Okay,
thank
cool.
you.
Jake,
Hello. Can you hear me?
hello. Yes.
Okay, how can I make my mission trip stories more unique? Example, when we did our one-on-one call, I did about that girl that I kept seeing multiple times in different years. I want to do like more of those as well to make them unique and people interest people in going on missionary trips because of these stories.
Yeah, I mean, I think that because they're your stories, they're unique in itself.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so I would just keep telling more stories. I don't know. Yeah, I keep telling more stories.
Right.
As long as they're
Okay.
unique to
Yeah.
you and your experiences, I would say it's pretty unique.
Right. Okay. All right. Makes sense.
Okay, I'm glad.
Thank you.
William,
Hey Jenny, how you doing?
good. How about yourself?
I am well. I'm well. I just have one question, or basically it's like an ask. I just wanted to know if there's a way for me to watch the behind the scene creative process for you to create content from beginning to end, including, ideations, uh, including ideations, filming, scripting, and then editing all the basically the entire workflow that you have.
Yeah, I should honestly create something like that now that I think about it. So that is a good ask. Um, but yeah, I would say in this program, these 40 minutes are about like a very concise version of it.
Okay.
Um,
Do you have like a script or like a template that you usually do when you're trying to script out content that people can follow? Basically, like a template.
Yeah, so I am actually giving away the template on the last day. There's going to be a PDF. So that will be provided.
Wouldn't it be helpful if you use that PDF to create content for the entire 21 days?
I mean, it's the template is basically a summary of everything that you learn every day, which is why I didn't give it off the bat because it's almost like each lesson, but like in one combined. But yeah, I gotta go to the next person to run out of time.
Thanks.
All right. I'll monitor geek.
Hi, Jenny. Thanks a lot.
Yes.
My question is, I have a 98.8 retention percent of retention on a video, which is high for me, but the video didn't went so well in along with the other videos, so it has like low views. Is there some kind of other metrics that I should look out for the video to perform better?
How long is the video? Like how many seconds?
It's 40 seconds long and the retention is 98.8%.
Wow, that is really good. How long has the video been out?
It's been out like a week.
Interesting. Typically, when I see a retention that well, it usually does better. How many views does it have right now?
It has 10,000 views.
Interesting. It's probably still in its staircasing phase, which is basically
Okay.
like where it goes up a lot and then flat lines. It goes up a lot, like a staircase, as it finds new audiences. But send me a screenshot on Discord so I could look into it. But
Thanks a
it
lot.
should do well. There are no other metrics I would send you to.
Thanks a lot.
Okay, Catherine.
Hi, Jenny. I'm creating an animated kid series. It's storytelling, characters, world building, the whole thing. And it's hard to learn about this format on YouTube and how people succeed. So I was wondering if you had any observations about kids or animated content and any advice for launching.
Hmm. Well, as an animator and storyteller, you're already ahead of the curve. So you should be pretty good. The only other, like, the main thing I would stress is really the importance of the hook. A lot of times in storytelling,
Yeah.
great stories have a lot of context because that's what makes you like fall in love with the character and care about what they're gonna do. But you have to figure out how to make the viewer care like from the first second without giving them any context. I would say that's the number one thing. How can you tell a story with zero context needed?
Perfect. Okay. Thank you very much.
Yeah, I'm excited to see it. Oh my goodness, wait. I'm choking here. Oh, I'm so sorry. I caught a really bad cold. Wait, let me mute for a second. I'm so sorry. Um, okay, nah.
Hey, sorry about that. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. Quick question. Uh, I got it short. My channels are short. It wasn't long form. And then I kind of put up a couple reels and it took off. I got about like 19,000 subscribers. I got a lot of engagement, a lot of retention for my shorts. So I kind of want to transition back into like long form content. And I just need to know like the best way how, I guess.
As a shorts creator, the best way to convert to long form is creating bit-based long form videos. So what I mean by that is a bunch of shorts stitched together in a long form with it still being one cohesive story. So for example, I'm known for making like menu items or food, like fast food for $1. So a long form video could be making every popular fast food item for $1, and then it's a bunch of items stitched back to back. And then on your shorts, where you do that individually, you link the long form and you promote the long form. So it's like one short, but it's like one big long form. I hope that makes sense.
Yeah, it does. It does.
Okay,
Thank you.
cool. Yeah, great question. Connor. I believe you have to unmute.
There we go. Okay, yeah, I got it now.
Awesome.
So just to be quick, I'm in the finance side hustle niche of like the challenge videos, like how
Oh,
you were
that's
in the
cool.
past too. Yeah, no, I love it. But my big question is, we both know how saturated that niche is right now. And my question is, do you believe that this niche has the potential to break out? Can you break out of it? Like, is it still possible or is it too saturated because everyone's doing the same exact thing? Like, what's the best route here?
I think it is the best niche. It's honestly my favorite type of content to watch, which is why I used to make those videos. I think it's definitely
Hmm.
possible to break out since there's not a lot of people who do it in an entertaining and easy to understand way. So for example, Bia Heza, I'm sure you're familiar with him. He has
Yes.
like the best
Yeah.
videos and no one else's compares to him. So if you just have the best videos, I think it's super easy to stand out. You just because most people focus on the actual side hustle rather than like entertaining. That makes sense.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah, of course. I'm excited to check out your channel. Okay, Alex. Yeah, there you go.
Hi, Jenny. How are you doing?
Good, and you?
Oh, very good. Fantastic. Do you speak Spanish, right?
I don't really speak so well, but I understand it.
It's okay. It's okay. So I will say English. For someone that want to master the content creation, what books would you recommend, and what people would you recommend to analyze and study as an example to follow? Of course,
Amazing.
you are the amazing, but in what people you see that potential that you have.
Okay, so for books, I recommend Steal Like an Artist and Show Your Work and Keep Going. It's by the same author. He wrote those three books, Austin Kleon. And for people to study,
Yeah.
Isaiah Photo is a great example. He used to do daily shorts and he converted well to long form. Mr. Beast, Ryan Trahan, Eric. Uh,
Okay, thank you. Fantastic.
anyone, yeah, there you go. Anyone that has over 10 million subscribers, analyze. Okay, Robert.
Yes, hi. Thank you so much for doing this. I appreciate it. My question that I have is in an interview one time you talked about how you use AI to study and analyze videos. I was wondering what do you use and like what is the process in that? Like you give it certain prompts, you send it a video, like I was just curious to know more about that.
Yeah, so I use ChatGPT, and specifically what I've done is I've created custom GPTs to do certain things. So what I mean by that is on ChatGPT just has general information, but you can create a new one and give it PDFs of knowledge. And in those PDFs, I've given it like the way that I do ideation, I've given it my videos, and I've given it the views that my videos have, or other people's video ideas and their views, and then I have it analyze why those videos do a certain way. Um, and then from there, once it does that research, what I can then do is use that specific ChatGPT to like do stuff for me. So for the most part, it's a lot of creating custom GPTs and having it analyze uh I literally everything. But you can't give it videos, just transcripts, titles, views, and analytics. I
Okay,
hope that
thank you.
helps. Raheem, is that how you
Yep,
say it?
that's right. That's correct.
Awesome.
Hey, so I did post this in the Discord, but I was just wondering because I'm getting a little cold feet. But my channel is usually about like I just discuss movies and stuff like that. But I got my first brand deal with AMC, but I'm still trying to figure out what is the best way to go about showing this video. Because like most people that do this, they just open the box, say, "Oh, cool, I got some stuff from them." But that seems kind of boring to me. So what do you have any ideas for that? Maybe.
I think it depends on the type of content you make, but it would be really cool if you could make like almost like a commercial-esque style video or like um like telling the story of you getting that package. Like maybe them emailing you or them sending it out to you. It depends on the type of content you make. Uh,
Hmm.
but yeah.
Gotcha. Okay. That's all I have time for at the moment.
Okay, cool. Yeah, feel free to send the video in the Discord or if you have like an outline or a hook, and I'll get back to you. Just make sure to tag me.
Cool.
Okay. Sai.
Hey, hi Jenny. This is Sai here. I just wanted to ask one question regarding the analytics. If you have to pick one metric to decide if the video is viral or not in the long form and in the short form, which metric would you pick for each long and short? What
For
metric
both,
will you
I would
will?
say average view
Yeah.
percentage, so like the retention percentage.
Watch time percentage you're saying, right?
Retention percent. So, uh average view percentage.
That's the metric. That's the
Yeah.
percentage, right?
Yeah, I would say those.
For shorts, it would be usually over 100%, right? That is the percentage you are saying, right?
Yeah, I would say trying to get it as close to 100 as possible. And if the video is
And for the
short, then
long
it needs to
form,
be over. For long form, I mean, it depends on the length. If it's like 8 minutes, I would say like 75%. But as it gets longer, you can, it drops. So like up to an hour, 30% is pretty good.
that's
Okay, awesome. Bray.
Can you hear me?
Yep.
Okay. So my account is I had this video that went viral on TikTok a little bit ago and it was for dancing um for Ryan Reynolds for my dad's birthday. And like so that's like my whole
I
niche
think I
type thing.
saw that. Okay.
No way. Oh my God. That's so embarrassing. Yeah. So the one that went viral was me dancing from like with my dad in the hospital when he had pneumonia. And that went like absolute viral. But I kind of freaked out and I didn't ride the waves of momentum from there. And so now my account is kind of just collapsed. So I don't really know what to do to build it up next because I also have a lot of hate comments about how insensitive that was. I'm like, guys, my dad told me to do this. He thought it'd be fun.
Yeah, I
And
remember
so it's
that.
just,
That was pretty funny.
yeah. So I'm
I
just
would
trying to think
say
of
I hate
like
to like
Deadpool related videos.
yeah, I love Deadpool. I would say to ride that wave a little bit more, remind the viewers about that trend and about
Okay.
that video, maybe react to comments and drive the publicity back up using like riding that wave.
Okay.
That's what I suggest. All right, I
Cool.
hope that
Thank you.
helps. Okay. Chess.
Can you hear me?
Yep.
Perfect. Honestly, this is gonna sound crazy. So the kind of content I do is like skits, basketball style. And I was originally trying to do like a blue ocean strategy. I figured I'd just do like trick shots and maybe I'll mix in poetry and basketball. Not really sure how I'm gonna go about that. But the issue I have is I do a crazy amount of retention. So usually each video is like 150% plus. I only ever average like 10,000 views a video, and I never really gained too many subscribers. Any like ideas or things you think I should be doing or trying to implement?
I'm guessing
I
your
do
videos
shorts,
might
by the
be,
way.
yeah. I'm guessing your videos must be really short, so the retention probably being that high isn't as like shocking to the audience, I guess. Or sorry, to the algorithm, but I would try making your shorts longer since I'm starting to find that longer shorts are starting to do better. That's why they made it, 3 minutes now. So I'll try doing them longer, maybe having multiple trick shots or multiple challenges within one video. Yeah, that would be my main piece of advice. Okay. Ahmed.
Yo, what's up?
Hello.
So I'm trying to create some techie design video for designers, and the idea that I want to come up with is, maybe, and this is just maybe, should I use some characters like Iron Man, Batman, whatever, right? And then connect it to my video and how I make website designs, application, just to make it more interesting, or should I just care about the value and then actually give a solid value without the fun part?
Yeah.
And I don't even know if the niche is actually relatable.
Yeah, I think it depends. For those who are in your line of work or trying to learn that, if they like to watch movies and those are the movies that they like to watch, then I think that is a great idea. But I think you know your viewer best. And if they don't tend to be playful, then I wouldn't do it. But I think it's pretty entertaining. I think it'd make it better, and it is in Blue Ocean. So sweet. Ferris.
Hey Jenny, good to see you again.
Yes.
So I have a client and they sell software to financial advisors, and there's about 800,000 financial advisors in the country. I'm struggling. I don't want to use my face because I have another brand that I'm trying to build. So I want to make faceless content. So I'm struggling to decide what format to do. What should the visual style be? Do you have any ideas or suggestions there?
Ooh, okay. So, I mean, Vox is a pretty good style. I would look into Vox. I'm sure you're
Mhm.
familiar with them.
Yeah.
Um, but I'm also wondering, depending on the type of videos that you're making, maybe you could do like maybe tell like narratives to make it simplified. I don't know if you saw the
Mhm.
what's it called? There was a Netflix documentary about inflation, and it was pretty cool how they
Mhm.
had like an animated story to like sh also within the clip to show um
Yeah.
how it works. I'm gonna see if I can find the video and I'll send it. But Vox is an
Okay.
amazing style.
Okay. Great. Thank you, Jenny.
Yeah. Marlon. Oh wait, let me uh there it is.
What's up, Jenny? Thank you so much for
Hello.
doing what you do. Hold on, I had it in my notes because I'm at the gym. My bad.
Oh, no worries.
Yeah, fuck. What was my notes? Oh, there you are. You're the second creator that I've talked to about just the position. I need a little bit more context to understand what you're using that word for. And then the main question is to give me the how of how you prompt to get what you want out of a video. Because like, so I run an agency, a YouTube agency. I'm trying to do less scripting and do better at prompting my clients to get what I want. But I'm wondering about your flow of how you prompt to get what you want out of a video.
Okay, so to start with the juxtaposition, it's a classic storytelling technique where in almost every movie, there's a character that has one personality, and then the situation they have to go through is the complete opposite of what their personality is meant to do. Nemo got lost. Wait, Nemo is a fish that can't swim, and now he is lost in the ocean. The second question, I'm not gonna lie, we don't have time to answer it, but I also didn't fully understand it. So maybe if you could explain it better on the Discord, then I'll answer it later. Okay. EDX Gamer. Oh my goodness, so much coughing.
Hi, Jenny.
Hello.
Hi, I have a question. What is one personal skill you think everyone should learn to be different from everyone else?
Oh my goodness. I mean, I guess it depends on what the question you're asking, but whatever you're naturally better at or quicker at doing or have a passion in doing, I would learn more about that and create content around that. Having a leverage or in skill or knowledge is an easy way to stand out, if that is
Okay.
what your question is.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
All right. Alvaro, I think that's how you pronounce it. Alvaro.
Yes. Hey, Jenny.
Amazing.
Nice to meet you.
Yes.
Jenny, so my question is, so I have an agency. I help businesses to grow organically. And my question is, how would you approach the ideation phase or the like initial strategy whenever you are like starting out working with a business? Just because you do not have that like feeling yet with them. So how would you approach that phase?
Yeah, I think it would be helpful to first ask the type of content that they like and maybe bring them content that you like. So before you even start ideating, I would say referencing other success, like you bring them successful videos and ask them what they feel about that, and maybe they share some videos that they creatively like, and then from there, probably brainstorming around existing ideas, recreating those videos that you guys mutually found that you guys like, and finding more ideas using similar formats. That's how I would do it.
That's perfect. Thank you, Jenny.
Awesome. Okay, Jack.
Hey there, Jenny. Good to see
Hello.
you. Hope you're well.
Thank you.
Hey, so a quick question. As the agency owner, there's a lot of tasks, and we're looking into a earned media. As you know, this is the value of influencers. We do a lot of brand deals with them. But I want to tap into making earned media in the niche of wheels, particularly. I think you saw the question in the Discord earlier, particularly videos like Mr. Beast, whether he does challenges, giveaways, and things like that. What's your take on that? And something that appeals to 24 to 18-year-olds in that
Yeah,
group.
so when you say wheels, I didn't fully understand like
For wheel
cars?
companies, yeah, cars that have like those rims that are custom rims and
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah, okay, so initially I thought it was cool. My first instinct was, oh, this is such a great idea, like incorporating wheels with Mr. Beastification, but then it's like also Mr. Beast content is for kids, not necessarily I would say for 18-21. So I would find other types of content that they like to watch. Maybe like races or soccer, sports. That's probably what I would look into.
Okay, thanks.
Yeah. Okay. Rick.
Okay. What is your current long-term strategy on YouTube? Like, what are you building towards, and how do you plan to do that?
Great question. So long term, right now I have figured out, I guess you could say virality and getting this initial viewership, but now I'm going to, while I continue growing my viewership, I'm also going to monetize my audience, and that is by, building a deeper relationship with them, a community who will buy products from brands or products that I'm going to release in the future. Not because I'm just going to sell whatever, but because they are going to trust me and I'm going to sell things that they trust me on. And that's basically the long-term plan, building a $100 million business around trust from my viewers.
Hmm. And do you ever plan on returning to long form?
I do. I do. Not in the near future, but maybe 2026.
Okay, okay. Good to know. Very
Okay, we could
useful
talk more about that
information.
in the Discord because I know you're
Yes.
doing both. Okay,
Mhm.
awesome.
Okay.
Come in.
Yes, so I see that you're posting like mostly contents for YouTube, but there's also Instagram and TikTok channels that you have. And for me, it's kind of opposite. Like I have 1.3 million on YouTube, I mean on TikTok and 1.2 million on Instagram, but YouTube is only at 130K. And whenever I make contents for other channels, it does kind of well, but when I make contents for YouTube, like it's not as much. So like what is your like strategy? Is there a different strategy for per platform, or like how does that work?
Yeah, so YouTube is very storytelling heavy, and I don't. For me, it's the complete opposite. I do well on YouTube and not. I do okay on the other platforms, not so well. And it's because I want to focus on storytelling because That is what's going to build I guess the long-term goal that I'm trying to build. So I think we briefly talked about it, but creating more storytelling based content could definitely help.
Okay, thank you. Yeah, I know time, so I'll ask other question next time.
Okay, cool. Octavio.
Hey, how are you, Jenny? Can you hear
Good, and
me?
you? Yep.
Hey, nice to meet you. Love your work. I have a question. How do you script your videos? Like, how do you come up with a viral script? How do you form your videos and um, and are you gonna be sharing that with us? Like at the end, like from
Yeah.
to
So there will be a template at the end of on the 21st day, there will be a template on that you could use for scripting or outlining. But I mean, that will cover all of it, but for the most part, it's usually coming up with the hook and then the ending and filling in the gaps in between. Because the whole purpose of the the main thing about keeping high retention in a YouTube short is feeling like we're constantly getting to the end of the video. So every line just has to constantly build to that, and every line should be talking to the viewer. So I always write one line and then I think about what is the viewer going to say if it was a conversation? Then I write a reply as the second line, and then I keep doing that, constantly addressing what the viewer could be thinking. That's like a general way that I think about scripting.
are you gonna create like a little video like showing your whole process probably sometime soon?
I probably should. Each video individually goes through the steps of the process, I will say.
All right, thanks a lot.
All right, Elio.
Hey, Jenny, thank you. And I hope you feel um, great
Oh, thank
soon.
you so much.
Hey, quick question. How do you approach a brand partnership while maintaining authenticity? And how do you find partnerships? Thank you.
Yeah. So for partnerships, whenever I reach out, it's usually at events that you usually see brands. So VidCon, VidSummit. VidSummit is a great one because a bunch of brands go there and you can pitch yourself. Other than that, I let them come to me because when a brand comes to you, they value you so much more and they're going to pay you a lot more because they want to work with you. And working with a brand while maintaining authenticity can be very tough because brands uh can not give a lot of creativity or room for creativity. Um so I think it's all about in the negotiation phase ensuring that you can still be real about the brand.
Muchas gracias. Thank you.
Yeah. Okay. Uh Al Alida? Um, Alida, are you there? You just need to unmute. I guess
Yes.
oh there, okay.
Yes. My question is about why like the videos sometimes it's more about Instagram. I don't know if you can help me. Sometimes the video get into 0 views. So why?
0 views? That's weird. That must be a
Yeah.
glitch.
Okay.
Um, can you
And
send me your page on Discord so I can check it out? Or I guess I'll check it out later tonight, but yeah.
it's okay. But another question is why like I have one video that have 100K and some of them just don't go up. Like, how do I know what's the strategy that it's gonna work for me? Because like I did it with this one, but not with the other ones. So why?
I would have to see the video. If you could explain more, I'm very curious how that works, going from 0 to 100,000 views. That sounds really strange. If you could send me screenshots or your page on Discord, I'm happy to check it out later.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. Stephanie.
Hi, can you hear me?
Yep.
Okay. So I don't know if you remember me, but I just want to say hi,
Yes,
nice to
I
see you
do.
again, and I hope you're feeling better. Sorry to hear about your cough. But I had a quick question. So someone asked a similar question, but I'm kind of curious to learn more about this. Like, when do you know when to like pivot an account or pivot something that you're doing off on your account, especially if you've grown it to like a good amount. So I'll give you an example. Like I grew my account on TikTok to over 600,000 followers, but I've noticed that maybe what I'm doing has become a little bit stagnant. And so I just want to know like what's like a checklist of how would you pivot something that you're already doing or a format or a series, if that makes sense.
Yeah, so when pivoting, the most important thing to maintain is your character personality and the vibe of the video. And I really think you can pivot anywhere that you want as long as you keep that vibe. Um, but yeah, okay, we're out of time, but I'm curious to know why you were deciding to pivot. If you could send a message on Discord. Uh,
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah, of course. Oh my goodness, this cough is so bad. Irina.
Hi, Jenny. Thank you so much
Hello.
for the time and for the excellent information that you share in the course. My question is, so my niche is MICE, which stands for Meetings, Incentives, Conferences, and Exhibitions. So it's like business travel. And I'm well known in my industry, but I'm really having a hard time to break out of the industry and to appeal to the wider audience. And I like people follow me when they meet me in person, when I speak at events, and when I have event related content, so they find me through the event. But like beyond that, I really struggle. So maybe you have some tips for me.
It's for going broader than just
Yeah.
business travel. Okay. I mean, then you could just do general traveling, I would imagine, or maybe sharing also could be interesting, other than just the places. It could be interesting about the transportations in the area or how it was commuting there, or maybe even travel tips, especially for those who have to travel a lot. I think that could be interesting.
Thank you so much. Actually, I have.
Oh, I accidentally. Okay, we're out of time. Joanne's?
Yes, Johannes, it's okay.
Oh,
Hi,
Johannes.
Jenny. Thank you so much for doing this, and I hope you get well soon. So
Thank you.
I've noticed your content on YouTube getting way more views than the same content gets on Insta and TikTok. So I guess the audiences of these platforms really must be different. So I ask
Yes.
myself, what do you think? How do they differ? Who consumes on which platform?
Yeah, so I would say youngest is YouTube because there is Gen Alpha, very optimized content. TikTok, I would say, is Gen Z. They like much more raw, longer content, and millennials are on Instagram and they like concise and information and lifestyle. Um, so that's I think that basically wraps it up in a nutshell.
Okay, thank you.
Awesome. Carlos.
What's up, Jenny? Awesome program. So
Thank
my
you.
question is like in regards to making content that gets like followers versus like just views. Like, what is your kind of mindset? Like, do you change your content for that goal, or do you just make the same kind of content and just hope that people follow? Like, what's the difference with that?
Yeah, so there's some content that you can make that's just focused on gaining followers or subscribers, but I don't think they are valuable, as valuable as just like them following along because they want to follow along with your journey. So I wouldn't do unique content just to get followers. To increase conversions of followers or subscribers on your content, I would always give a reason. There's actually going to be a checkpoint, a video lesson about doing this, but the number one tip I would say is giving them a reason to follow you. There's like a psychology study on if you give a reason for something, people are more likely to do the thing just because they simply got a reason. Um, so yeah.
Awesome, thanks.
Fantastic. I wonder what that means. That's a cool name.
Hey, Jenny, can you see me?
Yep.
Ah, perfect. Yeah, thanks for doing this. Motastic is just Mo and Fantastic combined together.
Okay, cool.
But yeah, you actually responded to me, and I actually did consultation calls with Silos, so,
Oh,
your
yes.
editor, in the past, and he's helped me tremendously. So it's been great. I basically do content where I take a stranger on an adventure. It could be food or thrill related, and Essentially, I had a question similar to someone earlier, but I have a video. It has like 90% swipe rate, 92% average view duration. So I'm not really looking for you to look at it. I think more importantly is, and this is for everyone in the class, is like discoverability. Like, how do you think about that? Because I think that's where some of these videos that might be performing well on a metric basis just might not be able to be found, because maybe they're too niche. Is that right? I don't know what you think about that.
Yeah, so there are, yes, to some extent, the way I explain it is TAM. There's a lot of conversations on Discord. If you go to the search bar for TAM,
Mhm.
total addressable market, is very important.
Oh, okay.
So, yeah.
How do you find that out?
Uh,
Oh, it's on the Discord. If it's on the Discord, I'll look. Yeah.
yeah, it's its own lesson in itself. Like,
Okay.
but
Okay.
yeah, there's a couple of messages about TAM in the Discord. If you guys are interested, just search up TAM, TAM. Really interesting messages on that.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah. Jonah,
Hey, sorry, took a sec to unmute there.
no worries.
Um, okay, I'll try and talk fast. I'm starting a channel. It's relatively new where I am cooking, but using cooking as the visual metaphor to teach how the skills you learn working in kitchens can help you build a business in the creator economy space. I used to be a chef, and now I work in like a corporate company, and all the skills that have helped me succeed, I learned in a kitchen. Um, So I feel there's a blue ocean and a lot there in combining those niches. What I don't know is when constructing hooks to focus on the underserved audience, which is people working in kitchens who might want to break out of like minimum wage jobs, or to focus on the corporate audience, which has more money, teaching those skills to corporate people. I'm curious if you have a perspective on the opportunity.
I think it depends on your goals, but I would just go broad. I think there's a lot of potential for broad lessons that you can learn in the kitchen in general, and see
Yeah,
what resonates the best.
my mission is to make 2 years of service industry experience mandatory for any corporate job.
That is interesting. I feel bad, but
No, no, no.
we're
I
done
saw
with
the
the
time
time.
go out. It's all good.
Yeah.
I'll ask you in the Discord. Yeah.
Okay, awesome. Jojo. Oh, you have to unmute. There you are.
Hi, how are
Hello.
you feeling now? Hope you're feeling better.
I feel better.
Yeah. Okay, my question is, okay, what's the criteria for an ASMR video to go viral actually? Because I find that ASMR videos, they are sustainable for daily posts. So what are the possible ASMR videos, topics for travel and makeup just as well?
Oh my goodness. Yeah, that's a great question. The visuals matter so much, like the aesthetic. Um,
Mm-hmm.
so uh a lot of successful ASMR videos, especially in that niche, are a lot of close-ups. People really like tapping. I don't know what it is, like when you tap on products. I don't get it, but I don't know
Mm-hmm.
if that's like in the niche, but that's the number one, visuals that are close up, high quality, lots of brightness. So when you're recording, having the flashlight on could help. And having a great mic, a mic that's close up to the action, and no music
Oh,
for the most part, if there's no talking,
no
I would say.
music.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or very
All
like
right.
light music.
Okay. All
Yeah.
right. Thank
For
you,
that
Jenny.
niche specifically. Yeah.
Okay.
Bissa.
Hello there.
Hello.
Uh, I guess in many ways you kind of answer a lot of my questions because I
Okay.
am a new channel. The main goal is, well, animated shows. I love stories and people always ask me to animate my stories. But I'm also doing like a game series. I guess sure. I guess what I'm trying to say is, I guess my main weakness is trying to create the hook or like I have, that's a weakness. I don't know how to start it exactly. Not sure
Yeah,
if
always
there's any.
start with
Yeah.
the action. That's like the best advice. I know, like similar to everything that I've already said, start with
Yes.
the action. So again, no context, just start the story at almost like the climax. That's where the video should start, like where someone spilt water all over themselves or an explosion just happened. Always start with the action. The video should start
Okay.
with what you feel like is the climax, but it still gets crazier.
I see. Okay. Thank you.
Yeah. Andreas.
Hey Jenny, how's it going? It's Ben's friend. I don't know if you remember me.
Oh, yes. Okay.
Yeah. Anyway, so the type of short form content I do, it's kind of like commentary. I'm basically talking about anything viral. It's kind of like I don't know his name. It's H1T1. I don't know if you know who that is, John
Yes.
Casterline. Yeah, so I do content basically similar to that. Um, I'm kind of creating a blue ocean for it to try to add a little more originality. Do you have any advice on how to do like that sort of content? Because like it's kind of news commentary thing, you know?
Interesting. Yeah, I mean, you got to be quick to the trends, but also I think finding like the opposite angles of things or like for example, I'm trying to think of an example. I can't think of one, but like oh, we all know Assault Bay, but do you know his assistant, whoever it is? Like maybe trying to find the angles that no one is talking about of already popular things. What I would imagine.
Right. All right. Thank you so much. Appreciate it.
Right, of course. Paris.
Hi.
Hello.
So I am 10 years old and I am
Wow.
the show host of Paris Talk Show. And I was wondering, like, usually get like 15, 10 views or like rarely 100 views. So how would I be able to like get more views?
Yeah, that's a good question. Views are almost purely based on whether viewers like the videos. So the way the algorithm works is they show it to a small group. If it does well with that small group, they show it to a bigger group. Does well with that, and they show it to a bigger and bigger, bigger group. So I would just keep um keep making videos and try to make very broad videos that are broadly appealing so that as it moves up those levels, um it could do well with people. So relatability and get them to watch the complete video by making it engaging. That's what I would say.
Okay, thank
Okay.
you.
Yeah, good luck with your channel. I'm excited to check it out.
Thank you.
Okay. Jason.
Well, I was wondering, when you do your planning for content, do you plan out for like a few months? And then what tool, like, platforms do you use to organize that?
Yeah, I do all my organizing and scripting and everything on Notion. Because on Notion, what it helps for planning is there's a Notion calendar, and then within the calendar, I put what videos are going to be posted on what dates, and then when you click into that video, you can outline it, script, put the title, thumbnail, and everything, which is why I love Notion. As far as how far in advance I do my planning, I try not to do more than 1 month because I'm constantly pivoting and updating my strategy.
Okay. I never used Notion before, so I got used to it.
Oh yeah, Notion's awesome and it's free.
Yeah, cool.
Awesome. Axel.
Hey, hey. So my first question is, I know you got an editor. Do you think it's completely necessary if you're just like a single content creator that's trying to post things kind of like 3 times, 4 times a week?
It's definitely very possible. I know people who don't have editors and post daily.
Okay. So it's not absolutely necessary.
No,
Um,
because the idea and the execution of it matter so much more than the edit. because the goal is for a video to be entertaining and engaging without the edit, and the edit is just going to enhance it.
Okay, gotcha. And then kind of with your weekly kind of schedule, what does that look like when it comes to recording and editing and stuff like that? Do you like have specific days that you chunk out for specific things?
I actually don't do specific days since every day changes, but I do like to batch everything. So there's no specific day that I do things, but one day I'll script a bunch of videos, the next day I will film a bunch of videos, but I don't do one like multiple things in one day, if that makes sense.
Gotcha. Cool. Thank
Yeah,
you.
just for productivity. Gets a lot more done. Yash,
Hi, Jenny.
hello.
Firstly, get well soon. I'm actually having cold as well, so I can relate.
What was that?
And sorry,
Oh, okay, keep going. I didn't understand.
can you hear me now?
Yeah, I hear you.
Okay, cool. So I was saying get well soon because I'm having cold as well, so I can relate with your
Oh,
condition.
oh my goodness, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. And my question is, when you have a hook that you think is actually good, how do you make sure that it is good and it's not your bias that is sort of like you're not unnecessarily excited about it? And maybe copying other people's hooks is maybe a better strategy when you're starting.
Okay. I'm not a fan of copying other people's hooks, but taking inspiration, um, can be very well. I'm personally a fan of just experimenting and trying a bunch of different things until you find something that works and then replicating that formula and redoing that structure.
Got it. But even when you're copying other people's hooks, or maybe you're just trying, new hooks on your own, I think it's mostly like you're trying to shoot in the dark. So is there a way you can have a, base direction for it?
I'm sorry, I didn't understand the question, but could you
Okay, okay.
the second half of the question, could you put it on Discord?
Yeah, yeah, sure. Works. No worries.
Amazing. Thank you. Okay, Caesar.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yep.
Oh, thank God. Okay. All right. Well, hello. I did meet you at Vid Summit and I did a
Oh, awesome.
collaboration video. Yeah. I drove 3 freaking hours to go there and back. My question is, I wanted to ask permission to link your social media on my Instagram when I post that video.
Oh
Is
yeah, of
that if
course.
that's
You can
okay with
invite
you?
me as a collaborator.
Oh, okay, cool. Do I have to remind you or put it on Discord?
I should be able to see it. I don't get that many. I don't even get that many DMs, if I'm being honest, on Instagram. So I won't miss it.
Okay. I think, yeah, that is my only question.
Okay,
Wait.
awesome.
Yeah. All right. Thank you.
Of course. Roy.
Hi, Jenny. Could you describe your study strategy when you would analyze other YouTubers?
Yeah, so I would look at top performing videos from other creators' videos and I would download the transcript and then I would line for line try and analyze why they said what they said. And then I would also match the visual, why they showed that visual. But then I would also question everything. Don't just like take at face value what they did is was the way it should be. I would also question how could it have been better, and how could it have been different? What if I rearranged the story? That's how I would do it, and ultimately it would help me figure out how the story could have been better. That's how I did the studying. A lot of just manual labor. That's the best way to learn. Cool. Jasmina.
Hey, can you hear me?
Yep.
Okay, awesome. My question is, how do you apply the lessons learned or that you're teaching us in the program to educational content? For example, educating in real estate niche or the food niche, but mainly educational content.
Yeah, I mean, I would say it's pretty applicable to educational content because you're still gonna have to do a lot of research and apply a lot of the techniques, like, figuring out how you can make, for example, your hooks visual in a non-visual niche, whether that's with props or maybe metaphors or analogies. Um, and storytelling, even though you likely won't be, making scripted stories or skits and stuff like that. it could be helpful for structuring your videos or applying like certain techniques. But like such as like how I said to respond to what the viewer's probably thinking. But I think a lot of it is applicable.
Thank you.
Yeah, of course. I think we might be able to get through everyone. I'm gonna try and do everyone who currently has their hand up. So, um, yeah, even though we're a little bit over.
Hi, Jenny.
Hello.
Hi, my name is Gabriela, and my question to you is like, I'm just starting. I have 0 subscribers and 10 followers on TikTok. And how could you measure success when you only have like when you have or started just have 0 subscribers? And with all this information that from the lessons for this week, for me, planning is taking a little bit longer, and trying to create scripts and kind of like learning how to do better videos, as you were saying, like on one of the lessons, like visuals are very important. So that was my question.
So your question was, how to
How could you
measure.
measure success?
Oh, okay, I get what you're saying. So, when you have when you have a small page, how do you know if something is going right if all the views are low, I guess?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So I would do it purely based on metrics and the way people are commenting, but also if a video is good, it will explode. It will be a breakout. So keep experimenting until you have that blow up, I would say.
All right. Thank you.
Yep. Christian.
Hi, Jenny. How are
Hello.
you? And how is your mom?
Oh, she is good.
Okay, good. Tell her we said hi. I was wondering, do you have a character count, including spaces for shorts? Because I do have one for long forms, but I always try to make mine around 30 or 32 maximum. And I have a new video called How Many Sprays Does Armani Have? And I cut the word out cologne and perfume. I wanted to know your opinion on that.
Wow, that's a great question. I so the character length for it to get cut off is quite long. It's probably even longer than you should go. I don't know the exact amount, but I wouldn't let it be more than one line because when people watch it on their phone, the title can sometimes be like 4 lines and it's taking up space on the viewing experience. So I try to keep the title a one line, which is probably like no more than 5 words. I don't know how many characters though.
About 32.
Yeah, I don't know if that is a lot or little.
So do you think I cut out the word cologne and just use the brand name? How many sprays does Armani cologne have? Except I just put how many sprays does Armani have?
Yeah, I would do that.
All right.
Awesome. File. Fele.
Hello, Jenny.
Hello.
How are you?
Good and you?
Wonderful. Listen, it's a blessing to be here. I have 2 questions just quickly. Listen, I have a YouTube channel in French and I would like to switch in English. So, what is your advice?
Will you be dubbing the video or translating videos, or you mean you're gonna make a new channel?
No, I mean, I have my channel. My audience is actually French speaking, but I would like to switch just for only English audience and content.
Interesting. But you would have to make a new channel, right? You're making a new channel?
I don't want to make a new channel. I want to keep my channel.
Yeah, okay. That is I would not recommend doing that. Because when you switch to English, the number one advice I have is to create a new channel because when you switch to English, it's gonna be a lot harder to get views because those videos are gonna be sent out to people who speak French and then they're gonna give it really low engagement and then the video is gonna be performing even worse than it would have in a new channel because those French speakers are giving it low engagement. Um,
All right,
yeah.
thank you. And also, I would like to share that I'm based in Los Angeles, California. If anyone is interested for collaborating and growing together, feel free to reach out to me.
Yeah, you guys should all collaborate if people in the Discord if you find people in similar cities. I should have mentioned that. Guys in the Discord, feel free to
Absolutely.
Oh wait, whoops. Oh, anyway, but yeah, feel free to everyone drop where you are. Um Not your exact location, but you know, maybe there's some collaborations. It's whatever media.
Hi, Jenny. I basically wrote a script for this question. I
Okay,
took your
awesome.
course. Yeah, sorry. I took your course last year and followed your steps for the shorts, but my result was around 14,000 views in a video. For example, I did one where I gave Santa Claus a Christmas gift, like at a mall because no one gives him a gift.
That's
And
cool.
yeah, but it only got 14,000 views. And then I was just messing around with YouTube and I did somewhere, I just did price comparison between Walmart and Target, just literally saying like, this pack is $5. This Sonic lunchbox is $10. Who has it cheaper? And those got like around 175,000 views. But it just felt like I was just listing items. And my question is, how can I add a story to my price comparison videos to showcase my personality and build a brand?
I actually did a similar video, Walmart versus Target, and what I did was I made it a challenge. Um, but also I think incorporating jokes and personality and maybe a goal of something that you want to get or buy by the end of it could definitely help. So like if you want to make your dinner and then you're doing a price comparison on foods because you want to make dinner for your family or something, I don't know, or you just yourself. But yeah, that's what I would do.
All right, thank you.
Yeah, Carolina.
Hi Jenny, how are you?
Hello. Good. And you?
Quick question, just for a little bit of context. I have my performance marketing agency for about 10 years now. I started my Instagram account, it grown to 65K followers in 6 months. And I'm wondering if if I have the same buyer persona, because in Instagram and in my agency, my target is from 35 to 50 years old. So I don't know if I should speak to the same people on YouTube or not.
I think, I mean, it's worth reposting onto YouTube, but I think Instagram would definitely be the way for you. If you want to do a YouTube strategy, I would create longer format content. Uh, but people those age, I don't think are really on shorts. So I don't know if reposting those same videos would do well. Maybe you could do longer format videos. They don't even have to be super highly edited or anything, especially since your audience is older, but just like um just like a what's it called? A raw video that isn't so concise of
Perfect.
advice and tips. Yeah.
Thank you. Makes sense.
Um, Robbie.
Hello, thanks so much.
Yeah.
My question's about hooks, particularly in like a kind of music reactor with an educational spin on it. So I'm wondering how to, let's say I have like these hour-long videos diving into stuff, like what kind of hooks could I think of besides this synth will blow your mind, or like whoa, or like the only thing I can come up with is kind of like coming up next on type thing, where I show little moments of me like freaking out or me showing a chord. But how would you think about like ideating hooks for something that's like kind of like a reaction to popular songs, but also like giving an expert twist on it, like breaking it down?
Interesting. Huh. I'm wondering what it would look like if it just started with similar to like the action hook, if it started with like some sort of like crazy song already playing. Um, but also I don't think there's a problem within the hook of you mentioning your expertise every time.
Mm.
I don't because like if you showcase the relevance of you reviewing it, I think could be a good hook. If you're like an expert, that is.
Sweet. Thanks.
Yeah, I hope that helps. Just feel free to send some hook examples and I could review them later.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, of course. I'm gonna do one more question. Uh Drag on
Hey, Jenny. Hope you feel
hello.
better.
Thank you.
I have a question. How do we find analytics on Instagram we don't have on YouTube, like retention graph and click-through rate?
Yeah, I think there is retention graph, but they don't have all the same analytics, unfortunately. That's just like the downside to Instagram. But click-through rate doesn't matter since it's you're running into the videos, I guess. But then there is on the explore page, so I don't know why they wouldn't. I guess for the most part, that mainly applies to photos in the explore page. But I don't think CTR matters that much. But yeah, the Instagram is bad at giving analytics. There's just not much we could do there.
How do I know whether my hook is bad or my storytelling is bad then?
Yeah, so you know a hook is bad based on the view versus swipe away, which is on YouTube, but on Instagram, I would say it's just that steep drop off in the beginning. And then you know a story is good if the retention is flat, no matter the percentage. I'm just gonna say people have hooks that are terrible. Let's just say like 30% of people or 40, let's just say 70% of people leave. But you know the video is good if it's like flat, but a video is bad if it's like if the graph is just like people are just leaving throughout the entire time. Um, but yeah, I hope that helps. I'm sorry. Instagram is doesn't give that much flexibility. Oh, I see. I just realized Barb also had her hand up. I'm gonna do what this is for real, the last one, because my voice is kind of killing me. Okay, this is for real, the last one.
Thank you, Jenny.
Yes.
My question is, what should be your advice if beyond of the payment of views on YouTube, because I want to reach people that have money to pay digital products. So I don't know if you have any tip about maybe the titles, because I have one hook. I built 1,000 business in 30 days with zero, but I don't know if this title is okay for my niche. So
Mhm.
I don't know if you have.
I think that's pretty good. I mean, I'm a hooked.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
I would say
what
so.
I want you pay for a digital product and I
Okay.
selling a video with zero,
Yeah.
maybe that's
I would say the key thing with selling is this is like a long thing. This isn't even in the program. I would do it through funnels. You don't sell in the shorts. Shorts get a bunch of views, and then you create longer form content, and that's where you'll sell after people have gotten an extensive amount of value from you.
okay. Sounds
That's what I would do.
good.
Get
Thank you.
people, get a bunch of eyes on the shorts, push them to a long form, and then sell them on there.
Okay.
Because people are less likely to
Wonderful.
trust you from 30 seconds, but they'll trust you after they hear you talking 1 hour.
Yeah, you're
Yeah,
right.
so
Thank you so much. See you.
yeah, of course. Awesome. Well, this was an amazing call. Again, for those who want to watch this back, the recording will be on the Nas.io platform. I will be active on Discord. Just make sure to tag at Jenny Hoyos, or my dad is in the program as well. His name is Carlos. He's the viral expert, is what I call him. He's also answering questions like crazy. He's probably answering more questions than I am. So yeah, it was an amazing call. Can't wait to see you guys again next week on Saturday at 2 p.m. EST. I believe I will be reviewing ideas. Same concept as what we did here, but reviewing ideas. So yeah, I hope this is insightful. I'll see you guys next week. Bye, everyone.